Now, today we are moving on further. So first of all, we are going to just revise the 8 tools, which are the 8 tools in the Java. So these are the 8 tools. We have seen the 8 Java environment. After that, we have seen the Java tools. First tool is that is Java C, Java compiler. Then Java, that is interpreter, applet viewer, JDB, Java debugger. Then the Java doc, jar file, 6.1, 7 Java H, and 8.1 Java P. Okay, so these are the tools for the Java program which will be used and which are very important in a Java programming language. After that, there will be a Java editor. So Java editor, as we knew that Java doesn't have its own editor. Java ला स्वतःचा editor नाहीये. So we can use a notepad, we can use a text pad for writing the Java program. Whereas we are going to use in a Linux environment, so we are going to use a terminal or notepad. On that we are typing the program and we are executing the program on a terminal. VI editor is there, so in that we are going to type the program. Whereas for the BCA student on a Windows platform, we are going to use the notepad for the execution of the program. Got it? So this is nothing but about Java editor. Why this Java editor is important? Because whenever you have to type the program, okay, that time the Java editor is important. Java editor is useful to type the simple Java program. Okay, there is another thing, that is IDE, Integrated Development Environment. Integrated Development Environment means what? There are some Java IDE. So two Java IDE basically are there. So which is supported by the first, that is Java IDE, NetBeans, which is of the Sun Microsystem, and another is there, that is Eclipse. Eclipse is also there. So Eclipse is provided by the IBM. Okay, so these are the two Java integrated development environment. In that we can type the Java program, we can execute the Java program, we can compile the Java program, we can do everything with the Java. So what is the difference between this simple Java editor and these IDE? Means what? Means whenever you are going to execute nowadays, means up to yet in our practical lab we are going to use the simple editor. As I told already, we are going to use the simple editor. But what will happen whenever you are doing the program, you are doing the project, okay, that time you have to use some new laptop versions are not supported by that, and compared to this VI editor, the Java IDE environment are very useful and very simple to use also, and it will provide a lot of facility. Means what? In Java program we have to type each and every method, okay, each and every method full, and as I told you that the syntax of Java program are very lengthy, and they have the number of options to write down also. So parameters are also there, and these things we'll see that later on. But the NetBeans or the Eclipse, these are the IDEs or software which will provide the facility to, as we knew that in mobile we are going to use the prediction facility. Means what? We are typing something and it will predict the spelling what you are going to type or what is in your mind. Okay, that kind of facility provided by these IDEs. So this is one of the good facility. Then the highlighting facility means what? Keyword are stored in a different color. Then buzzword or the other words are stored in a different color. And then highlighting, if spelling is wrong, then it will highlight or it will give the error. So these kind of facility provided by these IDEs, or opening closing braces. So it will show that where it open, where it close. Okay, if there's that, so it will provide or it will try to make the program very simple. So these are the two IDEs, integrated development environment. So as I told, first that is Eclipse, which is provided by the IBM, and second one is there, that is NetBeans. Okay, in a market whenever you're going, okay, that time you will get that idea that everyone is doing the program on that, and we can do without them also by using our simple or the old fashioned that we have to type the program on any editor and we have to execute out that program on a command line argument. We can do that way also. So that's all about the Java environment, Java editor and Java IDE, integrated development environment. Next thing is there, that is we are going to start with first Java program. We are going to start with first Java program. Okay, so every year we already learn the C programming language, we already learn the C++ programming language, and we have written the first program, that is welcome to C, welcome to C++. Now here we are going to learn the first program, that is welcome to Java. So if I want to write down that program, so I have written the program in front of you already. So look at on the board, public class first program, public class first program. Then opening braces is there, then public static void main, public static void main. So here there are total 4 keywords, public, static and void, public, static, void, and then we are writing the main function. And in a parameter also you have to pass the string args, string string, and then args arguments, and array should be there, array symbol is there. Then opening bracket system, system, system dot out dot println, to print the whatever you want to print. Then opening bracket double quotes, welcome to Java, double quotes completed, close. Okay, so if I want to print only welcome to Java, for that purpose I have to write down all these things, then only then it is possible. Okay, as I told previously, Java does not support any header file, but we have to include some packages. We are importing that packages as per our requirement, So the most important package is there, that is import. So import java.io .star. So java.io. So java.io. I stand for input, O stand for output. As we know that hash include stdio.h, standard input output. Same thing will be here. This package is used to input or output purposes. So we are importing this package. Whenever you have to do the, we want to accept something or we want to display something, that time this will be accepted. But Java does not support any header file. It is not .h extension file. Then I have written that .star, .io .star. So the meaning of .star is what? The .star is means what? It will include the sub packages which are stored in that IO package. So whatever the remaining sub packages of IO, input output च्या पुढे पण काही packages आहे, and that are also imported. So we are not going to mention them, we are going to import them. So we'll see that in a separate chapter, that is package concept, okay, or package. So that is import java.io .star. So this is first import package. Then we will move on further. First, that is public class first program. Okay, so as I told, Java is a class oriented programming language. Every program means Java should have or Java must have at least one class. Java must have at least one class. So if I want to write down the main function also, so that also is included in a class. So that's why we have to declare one class. So this class is here, that is class first prog. So first program. Okay. Another thing I will tell you about the basic things about the Java program. Whenever you are giving the name of the Java program, it should always start from the capital letter. This is the good programming habit. Okay, because in a Java program, whenever you are writing some functions or any class name or any methods, okay, that always start from the class name, that always start or begin from the capital letter, and the other word is connected to each this method, this name, then that also started with the capital letter. So that's why look at here, first FIRST, first prog. So these are the good programming habit. Nothing is there. जर तुम्ही small letter मध्ये लिहिलं तर error येईल वगैरे असं काही होणार नाही. Okay, but good programming habit is what? It always start or it will always begin with the capital letter. So this is the basic rule. So keep in mind. Okay, so public class first program. So here also you have used the word that is public. Why I use the word public? Public का वापरलेला आहे? The public is used for what purpose? The public is used for, the public means what? This class is accessible to all functions. This class is accessible to all functions. So that's why it is declared as a public. हा class सगळ्या फंक्शन साठी accessible असला पाहिजे, सगळ्या क्लास साठी accessible असला पाहिजे. सगळ्या क्लास जे आपण डिक्लेअर करणार आहोत Java supports more than one classes or multiple classes in a single program. So another class, if I have declared, I have written something logic within that or functions within that. Okay, so that class can be accessible, this main class. So that's why it will be declared as a public. It will be declared as a public. So main function can be accessible to all. So that's why it will always declared whether whichever class, that should be public. Got it? So public, why public? Because it should be accessible to all other classes. Class keyword, then class name, first proc. First proc. So this was the first line. Then opening braces, public. Now the syntax for the main function. Up to yet in C or C++, we have seen only void main. आपण फक्त काय बघितलं होतं, void main पाहिलं होतं. But here we have to write down additional more 3 keywords, that is public, static. 2 keywords, public and static. Again, I will go one by one. So first keyword is there, that is public. Why public? The main function, we have written the main function. It is accessible to all functions. It is accessible by all functions. So that's why it is declared as a public. That's why it is declared as a public. The main function should be accessible by all other functions. So that's why it is declared as a public. Got this point? Next, static. Static keyword we have already seen. Whenever you are declaring any variable as a static, so it will not change that value within a whole program. The first thing. And second thing is what? It can be accessible by using the class name. Okay, I will just define. Last year we have seen the example of the static keyword. I use the variable, that is static teacher name is equal to Professor Dr. Baragade. बरोबर आहे, आपण हा example पाहिलं होतं. आणि whenever I want to print that variable, we have used the class name, scope resolution operator, and the variable name or the function name. Whenever you are declaring any variable by using the static keyword, okay, so that will become class oriented. And it is accessible by the class. Another thing, whenever we are going to create object of this class, before creating any other object by the compiler or interpreter, any other class object by the compiler or interpreter, it should be accessible by first this main class. Okay, पहिल्यांदा हा main class ने accessible असला पाहिजे. So that's why also it is declared as a static. So basic thing, so it should become a class oriented and other object should not call before this. Okay, because every program begin, the execution of the program begin with main function, not any other function. So that's why it is also declared as a static. Got this? So we have seen the word, that is public and static. About the sequence of these two words, पहिलं public लिहायचं नंतर static लिहायचं किंवा पहिलं static लिहिलं नंतर public लिहिलं, no issue, काही फरक पडत नाही. So you can write down public static or static public, काही प्रॉब्लेम येणार नाही. तुम्ही public static लिहा किंवा static public लिहा, काही प्रॉब्लेम येणार नाही. So we can change the sequence of this word also, but standard public static. Then void. Third word is there, that is void. Why the void word is used? We have already gone through it. So void is nothing but whenever the function does not return any value, that time the void is used. Whenever the function does not return any value, that time void is used. What is the third word? So public, static, void. Main is the function. Main function is there, so that's why we are written in a P. So public, static, void. Got these 3 keywords: public, static, void, and the main function. So for main function, we have to write down 3 keywords: public, static, void. Got the meaning of each and every word? का लिहिलेले आहे ते कळालेलं आहे. Now parameter. Again, आपण आतापर्यंत मेन मध्ये कधी पॅरामीटर पास केले नव्हते, म्हणजे सुरुवातीलाच. But here by default we have to pass the parameter. So what are the parameters? String, string, Okay, so capital S should be there. Capital S should be there for string spelling. Okay, Java is a case sensitive language. If you made any changes in a spelling or in a calculator, so it will give an error. So that's why I told capital STRING string space args ARGS and array is there. Array is there. So args is nothing but what? Variable name, or we can say arguments. We can say arguments. Arg stand for arguments. So this is the variable name. Array symbol is there. So array of arguments. So that what it means? Array of argument. ह्याचा meaning काय झालेला आहे? Array of argument. Then the data type of them is what? String. In a Java, whatever we can accept, that will be accepted in a string format. In a string format. If you accept in a string format, then there is no need to convert it in other data type. In it other data type. So that's why by default the data type is what? String. By default data type is what? String. So if you want to pass any means, if you want to accept anything from, whenever you are declared any variable string arg, then we cannot pass any parameter in a main function also. आपण त्यानंतर main function मध्ये parameter pass करू शकत नाही. The syntax capital S string string. Then about this array symbol square bracket, we can write down before this variable name or after this variable name. Java मध्ये हा सुद्धा facility आहे. जसं C++ array नाव असं लिहित नव्हते, but in Java we can declare that square bracket before name or after name. कधी लिहू शकतो. args, आता मी इथे args वापरलाय, तुम्ही याच्या जागी XYZ वापरलं तरी सुद्धा चालेल, नो इश्यू. बट स्टँडर्ड ते पार्ट झालेलं आहे, चालत आलेलं आहे. So that's why string args array. Got this? So why we are writing this statement? You should able to understand. Public static void main. बरोबर? Opening bracket capital S string string args variable name, array of symbols square bracket is there. So array of arguments are there. Square bracket complete. Bracket. So whenever you want to write down main function, you have to write down all these statements as it is, all same line as it is. Now opening bracket, again opening bracket, second opening bracket. So this is the opening of main function. This is the opening of main function. So in a main function, I want to print what? System.out.println. Again system S capital SYSTEM system dot out. Whenever you want to print something, then by using the object out, we are going to print. So system.out is an object. System.out is a object. The syntax capital SYSTEM system dot out out dot print print ln line. Ln stand for line. So syntax will become capital SYSTEM system dot out dot print ln. Then opening bracket in a double quotes, whatever you want to print, you can write down. So here in a double quotes, I have written welcome to Java. Welcome to Java. What I have written in a double quotes? Welcome to Java. Now another thing I will tell you about the language. Syntactically, the Java is based on C programming language, whereas logically Java is based on C++ language. So that's why it is a combination of the C as well as the C++. It is a combination of C as well as the C++. Syntactically, it looks like a C programming. So that's why look at here. Print keyword is used there instead of printf. We are going to use print. Here that time they are used the printf function म्हणून वापरत होतो म्हणून printf वापरत होते. Here we are going to use as an object, so println. Double quotes मध्ये असंच लिहित होतं. Whereas C++ syntactically different. C++ syntactically different होते. Syntax खूप सोपे केले होते compared to Java and C programming. C++ syntax is very simple. Whereas in Java we have to write down like this. So I will tell you, instead of cout or printf, we are going to use system.out.println. So system आपण capital S असला पाहिजे. So system.out is nothing but object. Print. If you use the print system.out.print, it will print only लिहिलं तर हा इथवर प्रिंट करून कर्सर शेवटी राहील. What the difference between ln and print? So println and print. Difference is what? Print means what? It will print only the statement, and println means what? It will use print to whole line. It will use to print whole line. So cursor will move print the whole line, and cursor will move to the next line. So there is no need to use the slash n. Slash n जो वापरतो आपण न्यू लाईन साठी तो वापरायची गरज पडत नाही. If you use the println statement. If you use the println statement. Got that? Close झाले दोन्ही. In C Java, there is no need to use CLR SCR, clear screen. There is no need to use get ch. काही वापरायची गरज नाही, त्यामुळे कोणी डॉट पण येणार नाही. So first, here we have completed the first program. Now we have to compile that Java program. So compilation. How we will compile the Java program? Java program will be compiled by using Java C tool. Java C tool. So Java C space the program name. What? Now we have to save this program. We have to save this program. We have to save this program by using this name. The class name where the main is written. Main जिथं लिहिलेला आहे, रिटर्न केलेला आहे, राईट केलेला आहे, त्या क्लासचं नाव आणि प्रोग्रामचं नाव सेम असलं पाहिजे. केस सारखे, केस सुद्धा अपर केस लोअर केस सुद्धा सेम असले पाहिजे. ओके, सो दॅट्स वाय Java C first program dot Java. First program dot Java. So look at here, Java C first prog. जे क्लास नाव आहे तेच इथे यूज केलेलं आहे, and dot Java. Dot Java म्हणून सेव्ह केलेलं आहे. So this will compile the program. And if I want to exit or interpret, Java space the class name. So after successful compilation, it will generate the class file, and we have to just write down Java space first program to execute. Execute किंवा interpret करायचा. So successfully compilation, successfully implementation, execution, it will show output. What will be the output of this program? Output काय असेल? Welcome to Java will be the output of this program. Will be the output of this program. या प्रोग्राम से हे आउटपुट असते. Okay, so very simple language. You can write down anything. We have to write down number of programs. We have to do our career in Java. Those who are thinking that I want to do the career in a Java programming language, look at this Java programming language. If I want to write down the welcome to Java, these 3 words, I have to write down all these things. Then I have to compile that program. I have to execute that program successfully. Then I will get the output of this Java program. The output is what? Welcome to Java. Okay, so is there any doubt? Tell this. कोणाला काही डाऊट आहे का? नहीं? किसी को डाउट है?
सर आपण फक्त प्रिंट लिहिलं तर
काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही.
system.out.println च्या
ऐवजी. Okay, so look at here. If I use a print, then it will print and cursor will blink here. End of this. Cursor blink करून output दाखवणार command line argument ला, and cursor इथे blink करणार. And if I use a word that is ln, then cursor will move for the next line. Next line ला तो blink करेल. Slash n जो आहे त्याच्याऐवजी आपण ln वापरतो. या व्यतिरिक्त अजून कुणाला काय डाऊट? So I will just wrap up. whenever you want to write down any Java program, first you have to import the package. So I have written the package for the input output. By default package is Java space, import java.io.star. That is the import package. Java does not support any kind of header file. Then public class, public to accessible to all other classes. So public keyword is used before the class name. So public class, class name. The class name and program name should be the same, whichever the program written, whichever the class in which the main function is contained. Then opening braces, public, static, void, main. These are the 4 keywords. So public to accessible all these functions. So that's why it is declared as a public. Static, it should be class oriented. The class can access all these functions before creating any other object. It will call or it will begin from this function. So static keyword is used. Then void, function should not return any value. For that purpose, void is used. Main function name is written. Every program should have the one main function. So main is there. In a parameter, you have to pass the string args. So Java accept all things in a string format. So that's why string is there. Args is nothing but what the variable name. Array symbol is there. Array of argument we can pass in a command line argument. So this is the syntax for the main function. Then opening braces. Then we have to write down, if I want to print anything, I have to use the system.out.println. So S capital, system.out is nothing but what? Predefined object. Okay, whenever you want to accept anything or you want to display something in a stream format, stream. So for that purpose, these stream object are used. So stream.out is there. So system.out.println. So ln stands for new line. So ln will be there. Print statement to print something. So dot are there between these 3 words. That's why system.out.println. Then opening bracket, welcome to Java, close, then semicolon, close, come out of the program. Syntactically, Java looks like a C programming language. Logically, Java is a C++ or object-oriented programming language. How to compile the Java program? The Java program compiled by using the Java C space the program name .java. The program name should be saved by using the whatever the class name is there. So as it is, जे class नाव आहे तेच प्रोग्रामचं नाव आपण वापरायचं आहे. Then how to execute the program? So Java space the program name. There is no extension because it's a class file. You have to execute the class file. So for Java space first program. Then we'll get the successful execution. We'll get the output that is welcome to Java. Fine.